Surprisingly difficult time reconnecting today. Sorry about that. Also wanted to pour myself a glass of this. This is actually a complimentary wine glass from Greenwich Cove Meadery. And mead from Greenwich Cove Meadery. Ooh, it's already hitting my tongue. Mead from Greenwich Cove Meadery. Figure that's fitting now that I'm visiting the Skull Village once again.
I came here to study the history of Solstheim, but it's the Skull who intrigued me the most.
Why is that?
I do enjoy sharing stories of my travels in Tamriel with young Nicholas.
How long have you been studying the Skull?
Well, let me think. I suppose it's been nearly a year now. My goodness, how the time has flown.
So good. And Skull don't mind? They weren't really too keen to talk to outsiders last time I was here, after all.
Well, not so far. They think I'm a bit strange, but they seem to tolerate me. In fact, they've been very accommodating, hospitable even. They seem happy to talk about their traditions and history.
Interesting. It is rather short. It's good, but it is short. I think it's a very good inclusion into the lore. It really rounds out the whole. I think one problem that the base game in Skyrim had was that it didn't really talk about other Dragonborns, aside from Tiber Septim, but it just kind of glossed over that. Of course, the whole series kind of glosses over the fact that you play a Dragonborn in at least Morrowind as well. Now, that would be a good mod. And Nerevarine coming back. Doing crazy shit like this. Alright, I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Until next time.
Oh! Forgot, I have an entourage. Hey, Serana. Ayla. Let's go. These snow goblins who've taken over the local mead hall wanted me to find their missing dog. That amuses me. I think I'm going to go help them. Now's a good time, because I believe I need to wander the island, find the other stones. That's a good point. I should probably take care of the reanimated Caius too, or... You know, I'm actually really not clear on what happened right there. I really should investigate that. I think I'll do that tonight. So, I already took care of the Windstone and Beaststone. I'm going to have to take care of the Sunstone and the Earthstone and the Waterstone, which I remembered was over here because of Blood Moon 2 months ago. Give or take. Yeah, I'll be visiting Fort Frostmoth, I think, and seeing if I can take care of that. First things first, though. Let's find the boar. Love the music in Dragonborn, though. Aside from the Morrowind tracks, these two unique tracks, very good. It's better than most of the music in the base game, and that's saying something. It's very Morrowindy, but it's... well, it's not. Where can I find the dog? Yeah, so I need to talk to Neloth, cleanse the shrines, give Bilgemuck some meat. Let's see if I have some meat. No. I have mead. Don't have meat. Probably could have picked some meat up at the Skull Village. You know, I climbed up this mountain in Blood Moon looking for any sort of indication that, you know, there were dragon skulls or skeletons lying around. Didn't find any. Oh, hello. Oh, you're just hiding in there. I'm almost level 20. I'm looking forward to fighting more difficult dragons than this. You know, I remember I used a lot of cheats and glitches when I was playing through Morrowind too, but it was mostly to explore. Like, I was fascinated at not only what the world would let you do on its own, which is still one of the best things about Morrowind, but what the game engine and the console commands could let you personally do to just mess with everything. I thought it was incredible. Turned into a bit of a purist since then, though, because I realized, I mean, the more technical skill that I got as I got older and I learned how to do things, I realized it really takes away from the true experience. So that's why I don't like so I don't like to play characters that min-max either. I like to pick a gimmick and run with it. And this is the gimmickiest of the gimmicks. And that is why I'm a punch cat. Yeah, I did that. It was awesome. Let's go that way. Altar of Thrond. Recognize that from Blood Moon. I think. Oh. Not looking too good. There's a cave here.
Did you hear something?
Nope. Oh. Well, thank you, Miss Cutie.
Where'd you...
I feel like fighting this thing has some sort of purpose that is lost on me, as I simply wandered into the cave. Oh dear. I have no idea. It's some quest. They all have names. That's the thing about this island, actually. It's so small, and they loaded it with, I mean, the main quest line's pretty short, but they have a lot of side quests all over the place. You're just going to wander. When you wander around, you're going to be completing quests that you have no idea what's going on. It's fine. It's fine. It's whatever. Ooh, good. Can I liquid decapitate that thing. Magic resist. Nope, stamina. Can't do that. Someday I'm going to. Someday I'm going to have to start enchanting things to get my skill up. It's going to be awful. Actually, while I'm here, I didn't? Oh. I'm glad you're paying attention. I thought I left something else behind. Gloomy cave. That's right. I remember. Get off that. I remember there was a. I remember now. I had a devil of a time trying to get my I'm sorry, I almost cut it lycanthropy. My cat dog disease cured in Morrowind a couple months ago, and I think there was I think I was running into some sort of issue that would not let me start the quest. If I had, I would have run into this character that you just liked. Good. Thank you. Thank you for having me turn back and grab that. Alright, now the question is, do I pop perks into enchanting? I just wanted to polish off the, wait. I think the answer is, I found the Ring of Hircine. That's the answer. So I didn't let, it was really a bother just turning into a werewolf every time the sun went down. Like, it was pretty awful just trying to do a quest and then, like, I'm talking to someone in town and then I start barking and then everyone wants to kill me. But Ring of Hircine, once I got that, I was like, okay, now I can turn in this thing anytime I want, and that's OP. So, Skyrim, there are zero downsides to doing it. That's one of my criticisms for Skyrim. There's no downside to being a werewolf. Also, no downside to being a vampire. Really, you don't burn in the sun like you do in Oblivion and Morrowind and Daggerfall. Yes. Real question is, do I start taking enchanted perks? I feel like this is a big step. A very big step. Yeah, I might as well. Boy. Hello. Yes. Well, so I mean, you can't regenerate. You can't regenerate stuff when you're in the sunlight. That's not that bad, in the grand scheme of things. Let's see. If I get one more skill point in this, I'll have 40. Get another 20. Another whatever. I got this. I'm gonna put up. I gotta put a random enchantment on something. Let's do resist magic on my pants. Can I do it on my pants? No? Fine, I'll do it on a stupid ring. Okay, I have crappy soul gems. Oh, I have 3 grand soul gems. Well, that's handy. This is really just to get my skill up that 1 extra point. What do I call it? What do I call it? Someone, tell me what to call it. I got lazy. Called my stuff in. I cannot enchant gloves with Soul Trap. I'm going to be enchanting my gloves with the unarmed damage buff. What did I call my... All of my enchantments in, I don't know, damn it. Adoring Fans Ring. Got it. Chanting increased to 40. One more perk here. 60% stronger. Now the real one. Steel plate gauntlets. Fortify. Unarmed. Grand Soul. Rename. Southpaw. I went under weapons to equip them. Alright. Southpaw. Mathing. 40. I believe my fists are going to do 40 damage per punch. Oh, look, human flesh. That's meat. Alright. That's what I was looking for. Oh, human heart too. I'll take that just in case. Oh, this is exciting. Wait, oh, I should probably put that ring on, huh? I do. I determined that all of the unarmed bonuses... yes. So, I think. Probably. So, let's walk through that, shall we? So I may actually be the most qualified person, at least that I'm aware of, in how hand-to-hand damage is calculated in Skyrim, because I did a lot of research and practical. I did a lot of research, okay, and no one could give me a straight answer on anything. A lot of research on the internet. It's like going back to when the game came out. No one gave me a straight answer on how anything worked. So I did. I scoured through the creation kit, and I went through and I did damage tests with different perks and different items. I was actually looking at the numbers that were coming off based on like how much damage I was doing to a certain enemy. So I'm sorry to hear that. You should catch up on it. First of all, Khajiit and Argonians have a base unarmed damage of 10. They do a minimum of 10. Most other races do 4. So that's important because that stacks on top of this ability, Claws. Khajiit Claws do 15 points of damage. That is a lie. Khajiit Claws. This is a big lie. Because in the creation kit, you can see this spell effect. You can say claws. Khajiit do 15 points of claw damage. 15 is just kind of typed in. It's not a dynamic number. Regardless of what you think that little it's being whiter it means. You can see the number right next to it is 12, not 15. So essentially, that raises your unarmed damage on a Khajiit to 22 points of damage at level 1 right out of the box, wearing nothing. Wearing any items on top of your fists do not affect this at all, which one of my viewers said they did, and I believed that for a while. It scared me a bit, but it doesn't. So next we have the I went by it. Next we have the heavy armor perk, Fists of Steel. It's a beautiful name. Unarmed attacks with heavy armor gauntlets do their armor rating in damage. Extra damage. It's important to note that this is the, and it doesn't say this, but it is the base armor rating, not the armor rating that it kind of that it applies after your skills and after your smithing and such, which means there's no extra point in leveling up heavy armor if you're not going to be wearing heavy armor. I'm not, aside from my fists. And there's no point in leveling any smithing because you can't get anything better than that, aside with the exception of simply being able to smith, say, the best kinds of armor. So that's the only benefit there. So currently, 32 before. You know what? I think I lied. I'm doing more damage than I said I was. So the steel plate gauntlets are pretty good. They do. Their armor rating is 14 points. Xbox One, really? I have an Xbox One. Is in the original. It's my last Xbox console. PC Master Race. Now, the Fists of Steel perk is giving me the armor rating of the plate gauntlets, and the plate gauntlets have a base armor rating of 14. I know this because I looked it up in the creation kit. So, that means when I'm wearing, which meant by the time I found these and I got the Fist of Steel perk, this meant I could liquidate the Pugilist's gloves, which were giving me an extra 10 on top of what I had. So up until now, I was punching for, let's see, it's 22 out of the box, and another 14 for the gloves. So 30. Oh, that's embarrassing. 6? Yes. 36. So I was doing 36 damage. And now, I took the enchantment that I ripped off of the Gloves of the Pugilist and reapplied it to these. Huh? So it's giving me another 8 points of damage. That brings my total up to 44. Not 40. My math was bad. I thought I was doing 32 before. So, and while I'm at it, this was something I heard a lot of mixed reports about, and I'm going to clear the record for anyone who wants to attempt their own punch count in the future. Where are you? One-handed. Here's one point I put here. Don't do that. Dual Flurry. Dual wielding attacks are 20% faster. If you put 2 points in this, it goes up to 35% faster. There are some people who think this applies to unarmed attacks. Those people are wrong. I did a lot of testing. This has the way this particular perk works. You know what? Never mind. That's all you need to know. It works if you're actually dual wielding weapons. But specifically what it's doing is it's increasing the speed of your offhand weapon. And I'm not wielding an offhand weapon. There is actually a speed rating associated with your fists, but this does not apply to it. So that's important to note. Also, just to round this out, none of these perks apply to unarmed attacks. The base 2 times will apply, and I suspect if you're wearing the Dark Brotherhood gloves, that will actually give you a multiplier. But in the grand scheme of things, wearing the, to me at least, wearing the this stuff is more effective in the long run. Okay, sorry. Apologize for anyone who was actually hoping to see me play the game instead of just talk about it. Yes, one-handed is, I would say, the most effective of the weapon skills to move up through. That's pretty much true in all the Elder Scrolls games, actually. One-handed, or all its derivatives. Long Blade's probably the best weapon skill in Daggerfall. Long Blade's probably the best weapon skill in Morrowind. Bang for your buck, anyway. Blade is probably your best weapon skill in Oblivion. One-handed is probably your best weapon skill in Skyrim. Not really saying that in terms of DPS, but it's for like most of the like good items you'll find end up being in that particular category. Good. I mean, you can see how much I care about items. So maybe I'm not the one to judge. That's Fort Frostmoth. Oh, that stuff's good. I mean, if you're comparing it to the Xbox 360, I'm going to say, yeah, definitely. Was Skyrim released on the Xbox 360? Or was that just Oblivion? I know Oblivion was one of the 360 launch titles, give or take, anyway. So I've wandered over to Fort Frostmoth. But I think right now I actually should stop off at the, well, everything I missed on the way here. Maybe. Maybe. I'm vaguely familiar with what you're talking about, but I never bothered with it. So I don't know what special enchantment effects it has. I am very surprised they released Skyrim on the Xbox 360. I can't imagine this being on the same system that was essentially designed to play Oblivion. That must be awful. Why are you fighting me? Doesn't seem very effective at all. Oh dear. Yeah, Skyrim must be awful on the Xbox 360. I mean, in relative terms. I can't imagine playing it on a system from 2006. I will. I didn't realize that was something you could do, and if it exploded. It exploded. Hold on. Thank you. Oh dear, is this where I left off? Oh dear. Oh, that's annoying. To initialize my death counter. That should be, there we go. Yeah, I'll try the chopping ore thing. I did not realize that is something you could do. This is so good. So, I was silly and I went all the way down there. So tell you what, let's actually pay attention to what we're doing. Let's go to Thirsk. Oh, it's really good. It's so good. Yeah, that would annoy me too. Microsoft in there, finding newer ways to do things. I remember I remember when Oblivion came out. The computer I had at the time could just barely run it. Like, I had the graphic settings turned all the way down. It was like I could see like about 10 feet away before it was like wall of fog. It was awesome. Right, quests. What am I doing? Quests. Give Bilgemuck some meat. So let's... I have some meat. I have human flesh and a human heart. That must qualify.